My God, the day before, oh, where do I even start with this? So, recently I made a video detailing, the best MMORPGs to release in 2023. Honestly, in my opinion, I thought it was probably a very good video to start the year off. Now, one of those games was the day before. Now, I've been pretty actually excited for the day before ever since its initial announcement a few years back. But today, and actually within this past week, and I wanted to have my own touch into this conversation here. The day before being a fake game, and these are the concerns that people are having with it. Now, yes, I can own up, I've hyped this game up a lot of times, even back when its first initial announcement trailer, even the devs talking about it, but that was when I was a little bit of a newer YouTuber and not really paying too close attention. But now that I'm actually looking into this and actually looking deep into how this game may be fake, and now I'm on Reddit, I'm checking out other things, I've seen other YouTubers cover this, and now let's talk about it. So originally, the first bits and pieces of how the day before may be a fake game is the announcement trailers. As we have on screen is the original announcement trailer by the team that pretty much showcase what exactly this is. I've already covered this actual announcement trailer on my channel prior before, but as more times they've released some type of footage, it looked either faked, it looked copy and pasted, it did not look like an actual game. Now let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory to Fantastic. So Fantastic as a company, they've had an actual failed game, which would be the Wild 8, which I remember that one, and they also dropped the Prop Night. Now, they dropped Prop Night back in 2021, which is essentially a Dead by Daylight prop hunt type of game, and it was alright. It was released during the Game Awards, so it didn't really receive too much exposure. So not only did they drop Prop Night, which it seems like a failed game, not many people are enjoying it. It's literally just another Dead by Daylight prop hunt game, nothing too serious. Then we have the Wild 8, which is another game by the same team, and it did alright, not too bad. But if I remember correctly, the Dead Dozen, this is actually a failed game that Fantastic, and if I'm not mistaken, it's one of Fantastic's first games they have ever dropped, and it was god awful. It literally died. The game looked pretty muddy, stuff of that nature. So now, with a small recap of the history of Fantastic, let's jump back to the day before. Now, the day before, for some of you that do not know, it is a MMO zombie survival game. Let's talk about, in some cases, why this can be fake. As we can see, we can thank the original, give credit to Joe Tato, who posted this around 2 years ago. So one thing that people are having with the day before, and here's the sad part, even me personally, I wasn't even paying attention back then when I first initially covered this game, but now re-watching it now with the newer mindset, we have so many problems.
An upcoming open world multiplayer survival.
The first problem is some people, from what I was reading, they call it voice chatters, where it's literally just not even actual players playing the game. Some people believe that there's scripts being done underneath the hood to allow the game to be played for this trailer. Because unlike it being a cinematic trailer, this type of trailer is essentially a gameplay trailer.
Survival game. The day before features a huge, stunningly detailed post-apocalyptic world destroyed by a...
Now, this part, the narrator, nothing too out of the normal, explaining the game, stuff of that nature. But it's only when it cuts to the actual player speaking.
Terrible virus.
Running out of fuel. Great, man. Awesome.
Like, they feel like there's just voice lines, like it doesn't feel as natural as it can be, or there's, in most cases, some people would like honestly think that if you're going to show a gameplay trailer showcasing this, at least be playing with other actual people that's in a dev room. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing with the other dev team and then talk from there. But nope, it's just this weird, uncanny, unnatural talk.
We'll look around here, I guess.
And so for some of you who may already catch it from just looking at the game itself, some people are also saying that this looks like it is scrapped straight from the Division 1. And now that people are saying that, it honestly, because of how much I've played Division 1, it reminds me just of that nature. It reminds me just of the Division 1.
Shall we split up?
Dark zones and everything.
I'll find out what's in the skyscraper. Okay, and I'll look around here.
It being a fake game, on the sense of like, should we be worried? I say half and half. So do I believe wholeheartedly with the rest of the community where like this game literally isn't real? No, I can't say that. This game is more than decent enough to be real, but I definitely can say that in the 2 years of this game being announced, it needs some type of work. Now, recently, there were, like, when they shoot, which, as the trailer is showing, that these 3 people who walked in, these 3 initial people who walking in, these are technically players. Now, to be honest with you, there's no way players walk in suited, like, okay, it's fine, suited and booted, but they're walking in like they're about to scout the place, like they're NPCs, right? So that muzzle flash that you see is actually it is so still that it's literally a PNG photo of a flash being placed every time a bullet fires. Now, I've seen that comment be brought up a lot when it's coming to like how this game may be fake and like they're just ripping assets. But I don't want to continue beating a dead horse, but the game is slowly but fastly approaching March 1st, 2023. This game is supposed to drop that day. It did go through a delay, if I'm not mistaken. They've hyped it up. They even have this new NVIDIA RTX, which we would actually show you that. But before I show you the RTX trailer, it feels too scripted for the cinematic trailer. So if you guys remember earlier in the video, his buddy that he was with said he's going to check out the skyscrapers, right? So as he pans over, like I said, this doesn't feel natural. First of all, this feels like it's a single player game. His buddy's being ate on by a zombie. What the? I've played many multiplayer based games, and my god, that just doesn't happen. He'll already been dead as is prior beforehand, and he would be just getting sent back to the lobby. The zombie would not just at that point in time be eating on him and stuff like that, and he didn't know. He, like, you could hear him saying like, yo, what in the world? Like, it feels very unnatural for an announcement trailer. Now, like I said, I can actually point my own self out because I was hyped this entire time, but now actually like giving a more deeper dive of this, I'm just like, I was pretty stupid. And if we look at the Reddit, a lot of people are kind of saying the exact same thing. Like, some people are saying that this is heavily scripted. It does not represent actual gameplay, which I just pointed out a couple of things off rip. Like, first of all, no players, team of 3 is going to walk into a building. They literally spread out like they were literally militant men. Like, there's no way that would happen. 2, as many survival games as I played, I would not want to split up in this post-apocalyptic world where you send your one boy to go scout an entire skyscraper by himself. Keep in mind, this is a zombie apocalypse, as well as there are other players. Why would you go by yourself? It just seems too real. But that basically sets up the ending shot here so that they can give the suspense. My other problem I have is, of course, it's like the worst timing, right? Of course, to make the trailer look good, to add some type of gunplay as he's about to take a drink
whatever
from
you
the
want.
submachine, they immediately hit that corner where if you look at the mirror right over, well, not mirror, the glass window here.
Main thing is
Soon
to
as
be
he takes a
careful
sip, they
because
hit
not
this
all
corner
players are
fast.
friendly.
And the narrator even announces like not all players are friendly, right? And you can hear the dudes. I'm gonna actually boost this up just a little bit, right? It's gonna be a little bit loud, but listen to the players, right?
Are friendly.
They start off chuckling, laughing, right?
Let's pick up some supplies and get out of here.
Let's check it out.
And then let's pick up supplies and get out of here, right? Do you mean to tell me, like, don't get me wrong, I've played many shooters in my life. Many.
Oh, shit. Got company. Could use some help now.
Three
The
people.
things are about to get heated.
Over here.
First of all, they couldn't bum rush him. But he doesn't die because it's scripted for him to go to the skyscraper, see his friend, give us that suspense. All right? Like, that's crazy. So then if we go to the day before, if you search it up, the RTX trailer, right? And this is actually the recent trailer that just dropped not even within the week. This is what's really sparking people to have this weird, like, this game has to be fake. So if we look at NVIDIA's RTX trailer and we actually analyze it thoroughly, so which is crazy. This is why I say I can't say this game is completely fake or it's a scam, anything of that nature, because either A, NVIDIA just got played as an entire company for showcasing day before. But like I said, there are some assets that don't feel natural or there's something. And hopefully, and the thing is, I was the most excited for this game. Would I be playing this game day one launch? Probably not. If it looks like it's going to be a buy-to-play game or a subscription model or something of that nature, we honestly don't know. We haven't had too much information all of 2022. The most information we had was honestly a little trailer showcasing a couple of things, but man, we're literally not within a month or so, a month and a half out before the game releases, and this is their brand new trailer featuring RTX, and the game looks like this. All right, RTX on. Game looks beautiful. That's one thing I can say. Giving off that dystopia, post-apocalyptic, zombies then ransacked, there's something wrong. But a lot of people are very comparing this to The Division. The Division promised a lot of things just like it. Right there. If I can slow it, it's not showcasing like actual player game. Like something like it. And I'm going to stop, beating a dead horse. To wrap this up, Day Before has a lot to prove. And they have it's a lot to prove. Like, they got a lot to make up. March 1st, they need to come out the gate swinging. They've had plenty of time. They said they've been developing this game for almost 4 years. Not to mention, they have time to fix up anything. They're probably seeing these videos. Guys, do as much as you can. Save this game. This is supposed to be one of the biggest survival games to drop, and it's in a grander scale like an MMO. Do not let it flop. Right now, from what people are seeing, the Reddit posts, the YouTubers, the videos, everything, people tearing this game apart, it will flop if this continues up until March 1st. So fantastic. They need to figure it out. This is your first major project that possibly has some potential other than the others. This is going to be bigger than Prop Night, bigger than any other games they've made, bigger than their failed and abandoned game, Dead Dozen. It's going to be much bigger than that. I've seen that they put a lot of hard work into it. And another thing is, before I close out, and just so you guys can have a decent understanding why people are saying this game may be faked, Fantastic hired pretty much freelancers to work on this game. Every employee that is working on the day before up until, the launch of this game, every last one of them are freelancers. None of them are actually full-time employees. They're just paid, hired help. That's all they are. And that right there is sending this game down a wormhole, because they're like, you only have paid help. Like, they're not actual employees. Like, they're just freelancers just putting their ideas into the game and going and so forth, so forth. So you guys digest it as you will. I've been seeing this controversy, and I wanted to make it a much more digestible and make it quick, not going too far into it, making this a long, drawn-out video. But let me know what you guys think about the day before. Do you guys think that this game is fake? Do you guys think this game has any hope? Were you guys excited for the day before? Let me know in the comment section below. But if you guys enjoyed today's little deep down, rabbit hole type of video, like the video. It helps out a lot. Also, subscribe to the channel. I have more RPGs that I want to cover, whether it's gameplay, news, and guides. But other than that, it's been your host, Casty TV, here at Chaotic Inc., signing out. Peace.
I make them manifest. I don't sleep, that's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny.